whether President Trump would have actually won Wisconsin during the 2016 presidential election without the state's strict voter ID law. The study published by the progressive advocacy group Priorities USA says the law suppressed the votes of more than 200,000 residents, the majority of whom were African American and Democratic-leaning. President Trump won only 22,748 more votes than Hillary Clinton in Wisconsin. In economic news, a new report by the AFL-CIO says CEOs of the biggest U.S. companies are paying themselves on average 347 times more than the average U.S. worker earns in a year. The CEOs paid themselves an average of $13.1 million in 2016. In Ohio, the Environmental Protection Agency has fined Energy Transfer Partners, the company behind the Dakota Access Pipeline, $400,000 for spilling millions of gallons of drilling chemicals and fluids onto the land amidst construction of another pipeline, the $4.2 billion Gas Rover pipeline, which is slated to stretch from Appalachia to Ontario, Canada. There have been at least 18 spills, including one of up to 5 million gallons of fluids that's contaminated a previously pristine wetland. Ohio EPA Director Craig Butler said this spill will, quote, kill just about everything in that wetland, unquote. Officials are currently trying to clean up the chemicals with a vacuum and by hand. This comes as Bloomberg News reports oil is slated to begin flowing through the Dakota Access Pipeline on May 14th. The pipeline faced months of resistance from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, hundreds of other indigenous nations and other allies over concerns a pipeline spill could contaminate the Missouri River, a drinking source for over 10 million people. The North Dakota Department of Health set line, which President Trump has promised to revive. Imprisoned Army whistleblower Chelsea Manning will be freed next week. In 2013, Manning was sentenced to 35 years in prison for leaking more than 700,000 classified files and videos to WikiLeaks about the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan and U.S. foreign policy. In January, the White House said she would be released on May 17th. After President Obama commuted her sentence, be forcefully repatriated to Haiti if the Trump administration